Hello, parents, and welcome to our online kindergarten roundup. I'm going to share my screen here with you, and we're going to walk you through this. This is so 2020. Throughout the video, we are going to show you several pictures of actual kindergartners in classes during the 2019-2020 year. We chose to do this because you aren't going to get to view the rooms like you normally would. So we wanted you to get a flavor of what kindergarten looks like, and feel free to share these pictures with your kiddos. This is a picture of our staff. These will be familiar faces for your kids. We have our 4 kindergarten teachers across the top. Then we have our office staff and some of our support staff that your kids will be working with. This might be helpful for you to start getting your kids familiar with these faces. A little bit about us. This will be our 61st school year, and we tend to be about 465. We'll see how things work out this year. We have about 65 staff members. Only 23 of those are classroom teachers, so you can see we have a lot of support staff and a staff that do jobs other than classroom teachers. And as you probably know, we're a South feeder school. So we feed into South Middle and South High. Picture of a friend at kindergarten. You're going to receive 3 packets this year. And this is different than what we've done in the past. But again, because of COVID-19, we're having to do things differently. You probably have already received your May packet. Those include your summer to-do list, things you can do with your kids and forms that you need to order. In July, you will receive another packet, and it is primarily your enrollment packet, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. And then your last packet that you'll get will be your August packet, and that has information about kindergarten camp and the ASQ testing. Here are some friends during creative play. It's a fun time during the day where kids get to explore different play areas and learn to problem solve and communicate with each other. It's more than just fun. It's also, there are a lot of learning strategies and skills that go on during that. Here is calendar time or carpet time, depending on what the teacher might call it. And these are some of our friends from this current year. Breakfast. I always like to talk to parents about breakfast. It's very important that kids have breakfast before they come to school, or they can have breakfast at school. They're welcome to come and eat. We start a little bit before 8 o'clock, and you'll see a form in your enrollment packet if that's something that's you're interested in. Here are some friends at lunch. Our dismissal is a little bit of a crazy time at the end of the day. So we like to share with our new parents what this looks like. This is just a bird's eye view of our building. And kindergarten drops off and picks up at the south end, where you can see just off of Roach Street. They come all the way out to the street, and they're on the sidewalk. That's after school. That is where you'll pick them up after school. In the mornings, you're welcome to just bring them through the circle drive and drop them off right at the front door. What we do not want is for kids to be walking through the street. So make sure you're dropping them off or picking them up curbside. And I'll let Mrs. McCorkle talk to you about transportation.
Hi, my name is Mrs. McCorkle. I am the assistant principal here at Stewart, starting my 6th year. And on your slide right now, you see our busing area. Stewart has a very small busing area. It is that green triangle on our map there. You have to be more than 2.5 miles away from the school to get busing. So if you're in that area, you will have the option of being bused to and from Stewart. I also was going to talk about arrival time. Every morning at 8:05 is when supervision starts for kiddos, and that's either outside or inside depending on the weather. And we suggest that kids arrive sometime between 8:20 and 8:30. At 8:20 is when we open the doors and kiddos go down to their classroom. Dismissal time is 3:25, and that is when kids will be let out by their teachers to go home. And again, kind of like what Mrs. Carpenter talked about, is that we want kiddos to be safe. So that's why we ask that they do not come before that 8:05 supervision time. Also, tardies and absences, it is so important that your kiddos are here so that they're getting their education and getting to be with their peers. So if a student is sick on that day, we ask that you call before 9 a.m. and let us know. And our answering machine is on all night. So if you wake up at 2 in the morning with a sick kiddo, you can always call and just leave a message why your kiddo is going to be gone that day. And that just lets us plan and make sure we know who's here. We also, it is really important because we focus on that chronic absenteeism and just want to make sure that kids are here as much as they can. And right there we see Mrs. Lilly and some of her friends on the 100th day of school. We have lots of fun things that we do here with kindergarteners. I am going to let you speak to Mrs. Kmeyer, our school nurse.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Amy Kmeyer. I'm a school nurse here at Stewart Elementary, and I've been a nurse here for several years. I'm just going to review a few things that are required for kindergarten enrollment before August, before the first day of school. We do ask that you provide us your most updated immunization record. Kindergartners, students coming into kindergarten have received between the ages of 4 and 5 at their doctor's office. They should be receiving a set of immunizations specific for kindergarten. In the state of Kansas, we require updated immunizations right before coming into kindergarten. So you can get that record from your physician. Kindergartners also need a physical exam, or we call that a well-child exam, that in any exam that's been done within the last 12 months at your doctor's office would be accepted. And so you just need to call your doctor's office and have them print that for you and bring that on into the school. We also need a copy of your birth certificate, and I believe in the May packet, there was some information that Mrs. Nelson had for you so that you could go ahead and get that ordered from the state of Kansas. We also require that for the start of school. The other thing that is super important is that children are potty trained when they come here to Stewart. All of the kindergarten classrooms have a restroom within the actual classroom, and they can go to the bathroom at any time. And we also then have restrooms in the hallway, but we do ask that they are potty trained when they come. If your child is one that has accidents, it's certainly reasonable to pack an extra set of clothing, let me know so that I can work with the teacher in terms of helping potty train and make sure that they're dry at all times. In terms of illness, Mrs. McCorkle talked about absences and tardies and those types of things. The things that we do definitely want you to keep your child home for, if your child has vomiting, diarrhea, fever over 100, a rash that has not been identified yet by a physician, strep throat, pink eye, those types of things, we definitely want your child to stay home until that illness has passed. So just give me a call here at the school and we'll work very closely on getting your child the things that they need at home, and then in terms of their schoolwork, and then when they can come back to school. Medications in the nurse's office is where the medications are kept. I don't anticipate needing lots of medications for our kindergartners. However, if your child does need prescription medication when they're at school, I just need a physician's order signed by a doctor as well as yourself in order to give that medication at school. If your child needs something like Tylenol or ibuprofen, something like that, because of an injury that they've had over the weekend or something, you are able to provide that to me and have a signed permission slip for that, and I would be able to administer that. And again, work closely with you on timing of medications and things like that. Medication always has to be in the original container, so you can't just send a couple of cough drops. They need to be in the bag, those types of things. And I need to know anytime that there is medication in the school. Please let me know if your child has a severe food allergy or severe allergy of any kind, diabetes, asthma, seizure disorder, any diagnosis that requires daily medication as soon as possible. I do review all of the enrollment forms, but again, want to be working very closely with you on any of those illnesses. We do routine vision exams, kindergarten, 1st, 3rd, and 5th grade. We do hearing exams in kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th grade. And we will do routine dental care, kindergarten through 5th grade. And you will be aware of that when that time is coming in case you want to opt your child out of those things. Here are a few of our kindergarten classrooms doing lots of activities throughout the day. And we're excited to have your kiddos here as well.
Hi parents, my name is Casey Riddle and I am the school counselor here. This is my 4th year as the counselor here at Stewart, and I'm super excited to meet you and work with your kids. I get to meet with classes every other week for about 30 minutes, and during that time we get to work on various social skills that might include self-esteem, friendship, understanding feelings, getting along with one another, and learning how to make good choices. So lots of important life skills for them to work on. I work really closely with parents, with teachers, and with other school staff to determine, what might we need to work on, and then also maybe some kiddos that might need a little more attention or a little more social skills. I meet with kids for various reasons individually as well, in addition to our classroom lessons. So we might meet, I know during this time we might have some kiddos that have some separation anxiety, so that might be something we meet on. And then we also might meet on something more seriously if a child is to experience loss. Most oftentimes I meet with kids to just cover the social skills that we talked about, and maybe they might need a little more attention to things, and that's what we give them outside of the classroom setting. Students are referred to me by parents, by school staff, and then they also can self-refer. So kids are forever stopping in my office saying that they might need to talk about something, and I'm always happy to meet with them. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, please give me a call. I look forward to meeting everyone and working with your kids come August.
Thank you, Mrs. Riddle. Happy Bear visits all of our students. This is a picture of him this year. All right, we're going to switch gears and talk about the kindergarten day. You are going to receive a booklet called the Kindergarten Booklet in one of your later packets, and it will tell you more about the kindergarten day and the different components of what to expect. Our focus in kindergarten is quality over quantity, so the structure of the day has been carefully planned so we can maximize instruction time. Activities are designed to give students ample time to explore and to interact socially with their peers. The schedule includes 12 different blocks. So your kids are doing things for a short amount of time and then moving on to another activity. We have activities that include movement in the morning and afternoon, so they're not sitting too long. And at the beginning of the year, we do have a little extra time for them in the lunchroom because it's going to take them a while to get used to opening things and learning the routines. So know that we have plans built in for all of that. ASQ Screener. This is the Ages and Stages questionnaire that your child will take. It's something you're probably familiar with. You would have seen it at the doctor's office. It asks if at this age is your child doing these things. So we continue to give the children that through kindergarten. So in your August packet, you're going to receive some more information about the ASQ Screener. Your student will have an appointment to take that test with us here on the 13th or 14th. Again, we're not going to go into all the details now because we're going to send those out to you when it's almost time. The screener is going to address different categories like communication, gross motor, fine motor, problem solving, and personal development. We do have an online version of it, or you can take it by paper. So you'll have those options in the fall. This is an example of one of the tests, so you can see what it looks like. This is from the gross motor section. it asks a question, and then you would answer yes sometimes or not yet. Kindergarten camp. This is a fun and exciting and unique experience for kindergarten students. After the first 2 days of just having an appointment with the ASQ testing, then the third and fourth day of the year is kindergarten camp. This gives kids a chance to get to know other kindergarten friends, to learn about the building, the teachers, the routines, and just really get familiar with Stewart and our school. Students are not placed in classrooms, they are placed in colored groups, and they move through all 4 rooms so that they're getting to experience all of the spaces. And then at the end of the second day of camp, then students are placed in classrooms. So kindergarten camp is all day. Students will come in the morning at 8:30 and stay until 8:25 for 2 fun-filled days of kindergarten camp. These students are participating in a cooperative game. We do lots of those here at Stewart. Here's a friend working on his writing. I have to chuckle when I see this because it appears he's writing upside down, but I think he was showing his teacher his work. Again, some dates for you to keep in mind for kindergarten camp and ASQ. August 11th and 12th will be screening only, so you'll just come for your 45-minute screening session. And then 13th and 14th are our 2 days of camp. At the end of the 14th at 4:30, you will come in and meet your classroom teacher, be able to put supplies away and show your child around his or her new classroom. These dates will all be mailed out to you in your packets. Okay, please welcome back Mrs. McCorkle.
Hi, I am going to talk about some of the important paperwork that we need in order to enroll your child here at Stewart. What you guys are going to get is you will get another packet in July. So we're calling that your July packet. And in that packet are going to be forms that you need to fill out in order for us to get your child enrolled. And so you'll receive those probably the first part of July. And when you receive those, please make sure everything is filled out, but specifically make sure your email is on there. That's a good way for us to contact you guys. Once that paperwork is filled out, you may drop it off here at Stewart between July 15th and July 22nd. And also please remember to bring those things listed: birth certificate, proof of residency, and then the medical things that Mrs. Kmeyer talked about. You also can return those to walk-in enrollment, which is July 28th at Central High School, and we are there from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. So again, these are just a couple of other things to make sure that we are filling out: the enrollment form, the residency form, there's some questionnaires, and then a preschool form, and that'll all be in your July packet. I'm now going to turn it over to Carmen Gerard. She is our PTA president and going to share with us some ways to get involved at PTA.
Hi, I'm Carmen, like Erin said, and I will be the vice president of the PTA next year. And next year I will have a 4th grader here at Stewart. I will have a middle school student and a high school freshman. So I have been around Stewart for several years now. And so what is PTA? Well, it is the Parent Teacher Association, which is just like it sounds. It's just parents and staff working together to support the students and the school. And PTA is a great way to get to know the school better. You can find out what goes on in the school throughout the year, and then also have a voice on how PTA supports the school. I admit to not going to meetings the first couple of years that I had kids here, but once I started going, I learned so much about what goes on behind the scenes at school, and just to get a more complete look, not just from my students' point of view, but also from the school's point of view, and it really was beneficial. You can also get to know other parents from your kiddos' classes or from other classes in the same grade, other grade levels, and to get to know the teachers and administrators, which is helpful throughout your years here at Stewart. So what does PTA do? Well, we support the school financially and also with manpower. We help to fund things like field trips for all the grade levels. We provide a free Stewart Pride t-shirt for every student at the beginning of the year. And they wear these for just spirit days, field trips, just different things throughout the year, and just to have a fun t-shirt to wear. We fund the Cougar Market and the Reading Program, which are school-wide programs that you'll learn more about next year. We have many grants available for teachers to use. Teachers spend a lot of money out of their own pocket throughout the year, and we just want to try to help alleviate that so they can apply for many grants, and we help them with different things they use throughout the year. We also fund bigger school improvement projects. Some things we've done over the years is to provide a sound system in the gym. We've paid for Promethean boards, which are like giant technology screens in the classrooms, playground equipment, reading resources, water bottle refill stations. We bought several Chromebooks a few years ago, which really came in handy when we went to at-home online learning this year. And then we also help to put on just some fun family events throughout the year, like bingo night, fun night, help out with play day. So ways that you can help is, one, just to become a member. We will have a membership drive at the beginning of the year, and so you'll get information about that. Attending monthly meetings is not required, but it is where you will get the information and have your own chance to have a voice and input on what we do at the school. Our meetings are the second Tuesday of every month, and that will start in September. You can watch for volunteer opportunities throughout the year. We provide volunteers for book fairs and play day, picture days, vision screenings, all sorts of things throughout the year. And so even if you can just give an hour or two throughout the year, it really does add up and makes a big difference for the school. Ways you can start now throughout the summer: we do collect Little Caesars proofs, which are just little tabs on the pizza box if you have a pizza night this summer. We use those for classroom celebrations or fifth grade honor night, bingo night, different events. You can collect box tops. They are getting away from just the little things on the cans or boxes, and now they're going to an app, and it's real easy to use, just to take a picture of your receipt and scan it in, and then we get money from those box tops. Amazon, we're all doing a lot of online shopping these days, and instead of going to just amazon.com, if you go to smile.amazon.com, it's the same website, same prices, but you can connect your account to Stewart, and we get a small portion of what you purchase from Amazon. And then probably the biggest thing you could do to help us this summer is by connecting your Dillon's card to the Community Rewards Program, or through the Community Rewards Program, you can connect your card to Stewart, and all your purchases, again, it's no extra cost to you, so it's a real easy way to help PTA, but you can link your card to PTA, and we get a small portion of what you spend. And actually, through just a third to a fourth of our families, we get thousands of dollars every year from that. And so I'll try to, oh, maybe not. Nope, maybe not, won't let me share it. But the other thing I was gonna say is to learn about PTA throughout the summer is to like us on Facebook. We are Grace E. Stewart Elementary PTA. And so if you go like us on Facebook, you can find that Dillon's information and also any other updates we have. We try to share school updates as well. So if you go like us, then you can stay up to date. Thank you.
Thank you, Carmen. Our PTA does so much for us, and we appreciate all of that. Couple more pictures of our friends in the classroom. This was a celebration from Dr. Seuss in March. All right, again, some important dates for you to look at, and these will be mailed out to you. Your screening dates, those first 2 days, kindergarten camp, the second 2 days, that meet your teacher at the end of kindergarten camp, and then the first day of classes on August 17th. You heard her talk about the PTA Facebook page. We also have a Stewart Elementary Facebook page. And if you are a Facebooker and you want to find that and like us, we have regular information on there to keep you updated on what's going on here at Stewart also. So look for us on Facebook, Stewart Elementary, and like our page. Couple more pictures of friends during free time. Thank you so much for watching our video, parents. We look forward to partnering with you on behalf of your child or children, and we are looking forward to having you as part of our family. I failed to introduce myself at the beginning, but I'm Deanna Carpenter, your principal, and this will be my 10th year, so I've been here a little while and gotten lots of things figured out. We want you to feel comfortable and feel like you are figuring out what's going on. So if you have any questions that we maybe haven't covered during this PowerPoint, please contact us. You can contact us through the Facebook page, Stewart Elementary, or you can contact me through my email, which is deanna.carpenter@usd305.com, or you can call my desk number, which is 309-4452. That's 309-4452. And I do check that through the summer. So if you have any questions, please ask. Typically, if you have a question, someone else has the same one, so it's helpful for us to know what to add or to make sure we cover in our notes. This concludes our kindergarten roundup online version. Take care and have a fantastic summer. We'll see you in the fall.